Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In our last episode, we set out with Strago to Ebbet's Rock to aid him in his quest to defeat Haydn, his arch-nemesis. Luckily, he didn't have to do it alone, as the game implied in the previous episode. But anyways, along the way, we met up with a rather peculiar treasure chest who was really fiending for some coral. So after we took care of his needs and got him out of the way, we met up with the foul beast and kicked his ass pretty good, which in turn made Strago a pretty happy old man. Now since then, we began to ascend this tower, which is full of mad clown worshippers, and that's where we are today. One thing I did off-screen is I equipped Realm with the Moogle suit. Not for any functional reason, but for a different reason. What the? Yeah, just when you thought Realm couldn't get any more adorable, she can cosplay as a Moogle. I think there's a new enemy here in the back there. They can cast Quake, but we have Float, so I'm not worried about it. And the reason I don't have Lock on Float is I purposely want him to lose some HP. Not enough to kill him, but just enough to power up his Valiant Knife there. I wish all the animal costumes had the same effect as the Moogle suit, like, say, the Behemoth suit or the Chocobo suit. That would have been cool to see Realm dressed up in, like, I don't know, a little hoodie with a Chocobo on top or something. I don't know. Surely they had the technology to do that. They had different costumes for all the jobs in FF5. But then again, this game is pretty big. I think it's, if not the biggest, it's definitely up there for largest RPG on the Super Nintendo. So I'm guessing they just didn't have the memory to do something like that. And you just sealed your doom. Why is Locke not attacking? Did something happen to Locke? Huh. He's either really slow or they're really fast, but let's show off some of these summons that we have. Yeah, as much as I would like to keep him poisoned, I don't want to run that risk of him dying. I probably don't have any antidotes, but I have a remedy, so that works. And in here we get a Genji shield. Awesome. I still like the Thunder shields a little better. Speaking of big games though, this LP is already 20 episodes longer than my last LP. That says a lot. But that's okay, I'm having fun with this one. We're moving right along. Doesn't seem like it's been as long as it has been already though. What do you guys think of this game so far now that we're at the final stretch? Hey, Realm learned Flare. Awesome! So let's get her off of Bahamut and go with Terato, just because. No real reason. And we should probably want to get her the Behemoth suit again. Whoops. Oh, I suppose I should have mentioned this last time, but bouncing spells off of your entire party? Oh, we're not even going to deal with these guys. Yeah, where's Ultima? You don't have it. You could use X-Zone on those level 10 magics in the front there, but they have kind of high resistance to it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Ooh, Locke, you are gonna wreck some serious face. What Whirlwind does is it automatically puts anybody in critical condition. Oh, it's kind of risky though, having him with 82 MP and no Reflect. Maybe now I should give him Reflect. Nah, if he dies, I'll just use a life spell. That'll keep him pretty low. Let's see what's in door number 3. Oh, a dragon. Aw, come on. Well, these guys are easy enough. There's another enemy you can meet up with inside of these little rooms called the Magic Urn. And unlike other Final Fantasy games, you do not have to feed him an elixir. But just bounce Flare off of yourself and you'll kill him. And you get like 5 or 10 AP. It's really easy. They're an odd enemy. They don't actually deal damage to you. They'll start healing you and stuff. But here we get the Stunner Knife, most powerful weapon in the game for Shadow. It'll also randomly cast, the stop spell. So that could be really handy in the Colosseum. You know what? I don't want to take any chances, so we'll just do one cure spell. I find it odd, though, that it's boss time against the White Dragon himself. That the Stunner ability from Cyan and the Stunner Dagger for Shadow will both inflict stop. I wonder if there was a translation goof there. Okay, so the best way to handle the Holy Dragon here is hit him with Silence. Yeah, if you're going to put a boss in a dungeon where you can only use magic, you might want to make him immune to Silence. Just a pro tip there. And this battle is over. We already win. So just get Berserk on lock and sit back and take a coffee break. Yeah, that's really OP. Oh, he's still alive? Alright, well, let's just bounce Flare off somebody. He doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, so you just want to go all out with your best level 3 elemental spells, or Flare, or Lock, and there you go. Man, Lock is a beast. And for defeating him, we get 10 magic points, and Celis learned Holy. And we get a Holy Lance, alright. 2 dragons left. The interesting thing about the White Dragon there is you can meet up with it on the Veldt. So you can pick it up as a Rage for Gaw. Or, if you wanted to, you could also farm some Holy Lances. She almost has Ultima. Nice. We're almost to the top. This place isn't terribly long. It's long enough, though, and these enemies are annoying. Like these guys. Oh man, these guys can cast Meteor, but they are weak to instant death. Why am I using Lock? So let's try X-Zone. And I don't remember if they absorb Earth or not. Oh, come on. Okay, we're just gonna bounce spells off of ourselves. Anyways, I think I was starting to mention this at some point, but another thing you can do is if you bounce a spell off of your entire party rather than just one person, it'll deal more damage. Of course, the cap is still 10,000, but if your magic stat isn't as high as mine, or you don't think you can deal max damage, just try to bounce it off your whole party and you should have no trouble hitting that limit. It's a neat little trick. Taking so long. Yeah, we'll try Raiden since they're healing themselves. And for some reason, my guys are just taking forever to get up off their ass and do things. It seems like the enemies are getting 2 turns to my 1 turn, doesn't it? I probably should have used this earlier in the battle, but oh well, I wasn't thinking. And they have good resistance to that. Another thing you can do is you can bring Mog in your party and just run to the top of the Moogle Charm. And, oh crap, level 90 magics. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Okay, you can either hit them with Stop or Berserk. I think Locke is gonna die. Ooh, barely. Okay, now let's get some kind of AoE attack going here, or something. And hopefully Locke will just end the battle for us. That would be nice too. Oh, perfect. Hit the one I wanted it to. Why did I use life? I guess I assumed he was gonna die. He blocked it. flare. Okay, yeah, let's get Berserk unlocked. Now, the Berserk strategy probably isn't the most reliable, but it does get the job done, as you saw. If I can just get Berserk on lock before that little blue guy there uses Quake, we'll be in pretty good shape. Come on. Thank you. Oh, are you serious? Game? Okay, we're just gonna go with Ultima and blow these guys away. Oh my god. Such is the way of things, viewers. It's what I get for dicking around too much. But yeah, if you use Mog to just Moogle Charm your way to the top and get all the items, then make sure you have Life 3 on at least one character. Otherwise, you'll pay the ultimate price, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's the game's way of telling you cheaters never prosper. Or do they? Let's heal those guys first, then bring Locke back. Oh wow, is the encounter rate getting higher as I get higher in the tower? Oh, come on, really? Okay, let's bring Locke back now. Phoenix won't do any good. They're both immune to death. Level 90 magic has no elemental weakness either. They're easily the most annoying enemy in here, and if you meet up with them with a level 80 magic, you're in for a world of hurt. You just want to go with your best. Oh. Game, you can stop trolling me anytime now. You know what? I might just leave Locke dead. Fuck it. He's not getting experience. He's not learning spells anyways, so whatever. Hey, tinctures. Maybe I should use those. Yeah, Terra and Realm are getting kind of low. And in here we get the Force Armor. Never have too many of those. Hey, magic urns, alright. Like I said, these guys will just do random things to you. They'll never actually damage you. It's too bad they're not like their cousins in Final Fantasy V, where they give you, I think it's 100 ability points. Oh, baby, that would be so nice. Although that would be pretty overkill in this game. Oh, it's only 5? Well, they can also run away after a few turns, but I believe you still get the AP if I'm not mistaken. Even if you only kill one and the other runs away, you'll still get 5 AP. And we finally made it to the top, where we have another random battle against these guys. Oh, man. Come on, Realm. This better be a really good item for making us go through all these floors. Yeah, I know Ultima is a little cheap, but whatever. By the way, I've ordered a pop filter for this new microphone, which will hopefully alleviate the popping sounds of probably this video and the last. And in here we get a gem box. Very, very good relic. We want to give that to Terra right away. Oh, where is it? There it is. Changes magic into X magic. Oh, man. It doesn't give you 4 magic uses in one turn like the offering, but it is still pretty damn abusive. You will see how. But like I said, I ordered a pop filter for this microphone. It won't get here for another week or so, which I apologize for, and I knew this when I purchased the microphone, but I didn't think it would be a big deal. And it wasn't at first, but for some reason, it's becoming more and more of an issue, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of that as soon as I can. If not by the end of this LP, then definitely at the start of Lufia. So again, I apologize for that. But we have boss time against the Magi Master. So first things first, what you want to do is hit this guy with Berserk. Yeah, once again, the developers fucked up. So now that he can only use physical attacks against us, well, first things first, we have X Magic. So we want to get Life 3 on everybody. And what Life 3 does is, if you die, it'll automatically bring you back once. It's essentially the Re-Raise or Arise spell from other Final Fantasies. Okay, now we want to get... Oh, where is it? Let's get Berserk on lock there. Hopefully he won't block it. Oh my god. Oh, where am I going? Okay, Life 3 and Life 3. So now everyone has Re-Raise. That'll come into play very soon. Let's try this again. Now this guy has wall change as well, just like his cousin did back in the research facility. Although now it's a non-issue because he can't use any special abilities. Oh, lock. Am I going to have to use 2 of these? I hope not. One of these is bound to get through. Thank you. And we'll get Vanish on him just in case, because this guy does hit pretty hard. Okay, so basically the reason you want Life 3 is because this guy will have a final counterattack that is most devastating, and the most efficient way of dealing with that is Life 3. There are other ways, such as draining him of all of his MP, but he has somewhere around 50,000, and that would take like 30 minutes, so screw that noise. Or you could be real crafty with your jumping ability using the Palador Esper, and if you just whittle his HP down to a very small amount, you can jump in the air, kill him, and survive, but that takes too much effort. Oh, fuck me! Yeah, that's why you want Re-Raise, because when you kill this guy, he'll use Ultima, and it hurts. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck in the face. Of course, you could just come back here with like 7,000 HP and just beast your way through it, but again, that takes too long. So I thought I'd show you guys the most efficient and effective way of dealing with Ultima. That way you guys can just come in, get the gem box, beat this guy's ass, and get out with relative ease and minimal fuss. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Mog, so I have to walk my happy ass back down here because the game doesn't let you warp out of here. Otherwise, you could just bypass that entire script altogether. So, when we come back, I will just meet you at the bottom of this place with my new handy-dandy gem box, which, by the way, if you combine that with a quick spell, you can have infinite turns because the game will always prioritize quick over anything else, just like the jump command. So you can be really, really abusive and use like Ultima, then quick, Ultima, then quick, and so on and so forth, and it just gets ridiculous. But anyways, I'll meet you at the bottom. Alright guys, made it out of the Fanatic Tower, barely. Wow, I got my ass kicked pretty hard on the way down. I got into a battle with those level 80 and 90 magics, and they hit me with Meteor and Murton back to back, and that was devastating. I probably should have equipped flame shields on everyone, but oh well, we made it out all the same, and we have our new shiny gem box. Alright. So I'm going to call it quits here. We're out of time for this episode, and that also wraps up all of these side quests for Final Fantasy VI. So all we have left is to go to Kefka's Tower and save the world. Yeah, kick-ass. Now, the only thing I haven't shown you guys is the Brachiosaur monster in Dino Forest, which is a rare spawn. And there are 2 battles in the Colosseum I also haven't shown you. One is against Chupon, and the other is against the real Siegfried. So I'm going to take a day off of recording. Let me know what you guys think. If you want me to show off those battles, just say so, and I will. It'll require me getting Locke up to level 99, as that's the only way I've ever been able to win those battles reliably, but it is doable. And, well, Shadow makes a good candidate for that as well, but I like to use Locke. So let me know on that. I'll definitely do some grinding off-screen. It won't take very long at all, maybe 30 minutes, if that, using my method. So that's not an issue. And the thing about the Brachiosaur is you can steal ribbons from them, and you have a 1 in 8 chance of having them drop an item called the Economizer, which reduces your MP cost down to 1, which is a pretty good combo when used with the gem box. I mean, double casting Ultima for 2 MP? Fuck yeah! So let me know on that. If you want me to get that, I may or may not do some farming on the Brachiosaurs. The other way of obtaining the Economizer is stealing it from the Aquila in the Phoenix Cave. Although that's a little bit harder to obtain because they also have a common steal. So not only do you have to meet up with them, which is rare in and of itself, but then you have to get a rare steal from them. So either way, it's kind of a pain in the ass to acquire the Economizer. Although, if you really want one, I would probably suggest going with Dino Forest, but be careful, because he can use spells like Ultima, Meteor. His physical attack, if you're in the front row, it'll hit you for over 3,000 if you don't block it. And he has somewhere around 54,000 HP, if I remember correctly, so he's pretty tough. So again, like I said, I'm gonna do some grinding off-screen, and when we come back next time, I will either have those battles set up and ready to go for you guys, or we'll just dive right into Kefka's Tower. So, until then guys, as always, have a good day, take care, and thanks for watching.